Hi, I'm Rasul here, aka Gadget Guru, and we're here at the Nintendo Switch UK premiere. We're here queuing up to get a go on Zelda Breath of the Wild. I've got a Nintendo Switch Pro controller here, which is this nice, sort of what you'd expect for a controller of a games console. Nice rubber analog sticks and buttons. The feel of it is good. It's connected by USB-C. I could be playing away as I move. You can see the character moving on the screen. This is Zelda Breath of the Wild. And then say I want to go, I need to go out and I need to, leave the house. I could put the controller down and pick up the Nintendo Switch. After a quick prompt, I could carry on playing on the tablet right here. So I'm using the JoyCons either side of the Switch here, and they're analog sticks there with some buttons, just as we saw on the Pro controller. It's very light. You can feel a bit of heat in the device, and it's clearly got some grunt force in it, the grunt power, also across the top of the vent there. The Joy-Cons, for the thickness and what they are, feel really well built. They're sort of like a smooth plastic. And of course, Nintendo did announce that you can get these in multiple colors, and there are 2 packs going to be out at launch. So that is the Nintendo Switch concept. And then when I get back home, say I want to go back onto the TV, all I need to do is drop the console back into the dock, and as if by magic, it's back on the main screen. It is really great. I love the frame rate. I think there were worries about the frame rate originally when the game was being talked about and when it was demoed at E3, but it looks fantastic on the Switch. I haven't seen any difference in frame rate between handling the device handheld or using it on the screen. Right, so we're playing Mario Kart here, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is the Nintendo Switch version of Mario Kart. And you can see here, rather like the Wii, where they had the plastic remote, plastic housing which you put the Wiimote into, and then you had a convenient little wheel. Same way, they've done the same thing for the Joy-Con. Fits in quite snug, looks exactly like you'd expect it to, with the triggers a little bit more pronounced at the back. It does, like most of the Nintendo Switch, feel like a good evolution of the motion control or the motion controllers. So, I'm going to see if we can beat someone on this. Oh, I'm going to win! I'm going to win! Oh no, I'm second. Has anyone got a blue shell? Okay, so here we have Joy-Con R. It's in one of the neon red colors that Nintendo mentioned in their announcement earlier today. The controller itself looks relatively small, but it has a good feel of being well built. I mean, it's a smooth type of plastic, has 2 triggers on it, your standard controller buttons on a Nintendo, and an analog stick. Also, if you look closely, there are shoulder buttons embedded into where the controller would slide onto the actual console. Now this game we've got here is actually an example of the haptic feedback, or the high definition haptic feedback that Nintendo have integrated into this controller. Now if we kick this game off, oh sorry, we swapped around, yes. So this is the left one, it's blue, but on the other side. Now, you won't be able to feel this, but as I move the controller about, it's sort of simulating a box with some balls in it. And as I move it about, I can feel it as it feels as if the balls are moving inside here. Now, it is very, very high resolution haptic feedback, because you're able to almost feel the balls hitting the edge of the box and bounce back. Fascinating to use. You know it's fake, but it feels like it's a real thing. I can understand why Nintendo might have kept this under wraps for a long time, because this is the sort of stuff that is a unique selling point in a game, definitely. Okay, so what we have here is a setup of the Nintendo Switch in the tabletop mode, I think Nintendo call it. And the idea is you get a Joy-Con each, which would normally be on the side, and you slide off. and you hold it sort of like classic Nintendo controller style, and then play the game on the little screen in front of you. It's it's quite it's a game you wouldn't expect.
Yeah, exactly. It's very interesting, isn't it?
Also, I don't think it would work that well on another console, maybe. Right, so just so we can get a close and personal look at the JoyCons, I have both of them here. We have left and right in the neon blue and red colours. The triggers on the back feel like they're an analog type of trigger, but you could be fooled to thinking that they are digital. Definitely the top shoulder looks like that. I've actually triggered the game. But also in the weight of them is sort of reassuringly heavy, but not too heavy. They're sort of a nice smooth finish, and these little covers, if I just show you, when I take one off, they slide off, and you can see that the actual Joy-Con has lights inside, and what is happening is that there's a glass pipe through the actual grip slider, and when you push this button, which is on top, it's actually pushing the shoulder button inside the Joy-Con. So very neat and compact. So those are the Joy-Cons. We're now going to play a milking game. That's why I've got this hat on. I don't normally dress like this.
Press both buttons to get it started.
Ready? Milk! Look at your hands for milk. Once the milk starts coming out, make sure it squeeze thoroughly.
Long stroke. Long strokes.
That's it. You got this. Go for it, game. Go for it, game. Amazing. That was good. I think you did pretty well.
Oh.
That's fine.
One of the things that Nintendo was very keen on was to highlight the amount of third-party involvement and third-party games being made for the Nintendo Switch. Along this wall, you can see a collection of the third-party games that have been put up here for press to have a look at. Quite notable ones in this game include Just Dance 2017 and Sonic Mania right at the end. Also, a big thing was some sort of emphasis on retro gaming or retro games. And one of the games that we've got here, which is quite exciting to see, is Street Fighter 2. And that's making use, obviously, you can imagine playing that with the two Joy-Cons. I mean, in this instance, they've got the Pro controllers, but that's always a winner in terms of retro gaming. The Nintendo Switch, a games console developed and designed to be innovative and let you play your game on the go as well as at home on your large TV screen. Will it enter into the history books as a gaming device that changed the industry? That's yet to be seen. However, Nintendo have shown in the refinement of motion control through what is the Joy-Con on the Nintendo Switch that this indeed is a very highly sophisticated piece of technology. The launch titles line up for the Nintendo Switch: The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, a handful of new IPs including ARMS, a boxing game, and Snipper Clips, which is an innovative cooperative game, should see the Nintendo Switch out of the gate and well and truly flying off the shelves. Whether or not the Switch has a legacy in the industry is yet to be seen. Yamin Rasool, aka Gadget Guru, at the Apollo Theatre at the Nintendo Switch hands-on event.